Hello everybody, my name is Alan from Sauber-Lab and today will be another integration from Home Assistant. Today's video we're gonna do the integration between the Unifi and the Home Assistant. Why I would like to do this kind of integration? The answer is simple. What you can do with this? You can do a lot of things. Okay, we'll get some situations that maybe will be interesting for you. Imagine that you want that your kids after school they have 2 hours of study, and that normally they arrive at 6 o'clock in home, and that they should be studying at least at 8 o'clock. And you leave them alone in their room, but you're not sure if they really use the phone and if they're playing the phone or do whatever, searching the internet. So in this way, you can restrict this one in such a way that between 6 and 8 o'clock the Wi-Fi will not connect you for the device, or at least if they are connected, zero traffic to the internet. Other situation that you can do as well, it's if someone uses too much band for your internet, you can restrict it. So if some device use more than 20 gigabytes of your broadband in a day, they just switch off until the next day, and that's in the next day they will start again. Other example as well, imagine that you have Wi-Fi camera and you want that this camera it's only connected to the internet when you are not in home. And that's this reason that you can set up that during the day they will be off, or during the time that you're home they will be off. When you leave the house using the geolocation, they can identify that no one is there and that switch on the Wi-Fi to record, and that you can track the things. Other example, if you have a switch for Unifi with a PoE, you can configure that switch that will cut the PoE energy when you are in home or in certain time, or anything that you want to do. It's interesting to do this integration because in this way you can do some automation that will trigger a part for your configuration. If you like this idea and want to learn a little bit more about it, we're gonna show, but first of all, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe for the channel, and let's see how we do it. Before I start to do any installation, let's go for some basic information. First of all, when I'm talking Unifi, you don't need to have a router for Unifi. You can have just an access point. Why it's interesting as access point? Imagine that you have a big house, and this house have some spots that don't get so much internet. So in this way, you can go through this internet cable and you can extend this internet, making a mesh between this access point. And all these access points don't need to be controlled specific for a Unifi device. You can have a Raspberry Pi, or you can have one container in your Docker that you do this manage. So have this one in mind, we go to the web page for Unifi to go a big overview, and then we go to do the integration. Before we start to do any installation and the integration through the Home Assistant, first thing I will go for the basics. In my case, I have Unifi Dream Machine. In your case, can be a controller, and that's this controller will control all your device. You don't need to have a specific router for it. If I open here, I have this router. In this way, I can have my traffic through the internet, all my true points that will going, how much upload, how much download that I'm going. As well, here if I open the clients, it will show the list of all my clients that I have and what's the seller for each one. So I know if it's connected by LAN or if it's connected by Wi-Fi. In my case, I love to connect everything by LAN. All devices that I can connect by LAN, I will be connected by LAN. Otherwise, I will connect for Wi-Fi only if I cannot pass a cable there or some reason. Have this one in mind. I look for my IP address for my device, and it's 192.168.1.1. Have this one. Now I will come here in my Home Assistant and we'll start to do my integration. To do my integration, it's quite easy. I will come here in the configuration and I click integration. In my integration, I'll show some integration that I already did, as my TV, my Home Assistant, my print and everything, but I will not look so much on it. I will come here and put add integration. The name of the integration that we're gonna do will be Unifi. If I click here, they will already start our setup configuration and will appear this page. When appear this page, you can type your IP address, or you can go and type your host name that you did. In my case, I will type my IP address, so I will put here, and here I will put my user and my password. I will leave the port 443 and I will put submit. I will cut this part because I don't want you guys to look for my password. If you put your password correctly, there will appear this information. Home 13, that is the name of my home assistant, and here all my dispositive. I have my cameras, I have my phone, I have others device, so I can come here and put finish. I finish the configuration? No, because at the moment I have all my device, but if I put look like my iPhone 8, I don't have any control about it. I can only see what the device is connected. For we control properly this device, I will come here in my integration and click configure. Once that I click configure, they will show this page. So I want to track my network client, I want to include wireless network, and I want to track some network device. Now we'll look for which SSS or which wireless connection that I want. In my case, I will go for my Wi-Fi network. I don't want to go for my appliance, look like my thermostat, everything. I don't want to go in this stage. I only want to go in my phone. So I come here and I will put next. Once that appear here, I can add my device that I want to control. I can add more than one device, but in my case, I will only add my phone. Once that I add my phone, I can allow access for my phone through the PoE. In this case will not happen, but if you have a switch, they will be able to cut the energy. This one will be really good if in the case that you want to cut the properly connection physically the device. You don't need to cut only for the Wi-Fi, but you properly cut the energy for it. Also I want that allow to control DPI restriction group. That's great. I will put next. What kind of sensor that you want? So I want that monitoring my usage of a network, so I know how much download and how much upload I did. Also I want to control my uptime. This will be good, so I can come here and submit. Have this one submit, I will come here in my devices and open my iPhone 8. Now right appear how much download I'm doing, how much upload I'm doing, and how long my device is connected to the internet. So in this way I can track that if I do, I don't know, 20 GB of download, I can cut it. Or I can do more upload, I can cut it. Also I can control by the time. What I'm gonna do, if I click here, it means that I will have no internet for my device. So if I come here, my device is only switch off totally the internet. If I come here back and put update, they will have that my device will be back connected to the internet. So have this one in mind. Now we can start to do some integration. The integration that I will do, I will come here in my configuration and put automation. I already created 2 names. You can create as many names as you want. I try it to see if it's work or not before. Now in my integration I want to do 2 integration. The first one will be the stop internet and the other will be start. In this case, only for show how it's work, I will set up that after 11 o'clock or midnight, my internet is just switch off and that I will not have internet on my phone. And after 6 o'clock in the morning, they will return. So I come here and will edit it. I leave it totally empty. I only define the name. I can define a description, yes, or I can leave open, no description because it's optional description. So what trigger that I will set up? I will add a trigger. In my case, I will put as a time. I could put any trigger that I want. Look like I want that if they use something. But in my case, I will put only a time and I will define the time. It means that after 23:00, fix this time, they will stop. What's the name of my trigger? I can put stop internet. Now at condition, we'll come here and put as a trigger, and that's what trigger that I want. Once that this stop internet happen, it means that once that 23 hours, 11 o'clock in the night happen, there will happen action. The action that I want, I will add action, and I want that call a service. In this service will be called a switch off. It means that they will switch off, and I will define which device that I want. I will put pickup device, and all those I will be able to see all the blue ones. In my case, I already activate my iPhone 11, so I'll click here, and I can put save. It means that 11 o'clock my phone will stop to work. If I come here in automation and I activate this one, now I can define that 6 o'clock in the morning they return. So I will edit this configuration. I leave empty device. I can activate the red because I want to keep it update. And I will put add trigger. What trigger that will be exactly the same time. And I want to be a start internet. So I can define at 600. What condition that I want will be exactly the same, will be trigger, and this activity, it means that when fulfill this start internet 6 o'clock in the morning, you'll have an action. This action that I want will be call a service and will be switch on my device. Which device that I want, I can put pick entity and I put Alan's iPhone 8 and I put save. So if I come here, I have my both. It's really work, I can check it. If I press run action, you can see that I have no internet. So if I open the second page here and I come automation and I put run, that means start. Let's come back here and I read start. So yes, it's working. And now at midnight, my internet from this phone will only switch off, and after 6 o'clock will start. You don't need to do only for internet. You can do others integration that if I use for 2 hours and they show that I'm using for these 2 hours, they'll just stop. And if I use more, they will stop or restart. So this way you can do some integration for control diverse dispositive that's connected to the internet. So guys, I hope that you like this video. This video, it's a basic integration, but it's quite useful, principally that you want to control all your device through the internet that's connected for your network. In this way, you can do some automation in the way that you would like more, or control some device that will not have access to the internet when you're home for basic protection or security in the way that you want. If you like this video and you think that was interesting, don't forget to leave your like, consider to subscribe for the channel, and see you next time. Bye.